If you'd like to see how I'm going to transform these plain children's clothes into these blingy, cute, customized clothes that can be for a vacation or back to school time, keep watching this video. Hey YouTube! So today in this video, we are going to be customizing quite a bit of clothing. So I have two daughters and they are 11 and 5 years old. They're very girly. So they like pink. Well, one likes pink and blue. And they pretty much like what I like, but I know what they like and I just kind of incorporate what they like, if you know what I mean. So I have some things that I had been working on, like on this first shirt, I'm going to use like a cute little lace applique that I made a while ago. I made it just because I just wanted to make it and I didn't know what I was going to use it for yet, but I was like, oh, okay, this will be cute on this shirt. I kind of thought out what I wanted to do to each item. So I'm using this glue called, I thought it was by E6000. It may be E6000, like a sister company of it, but it's called Quick Hold. And I think I got that from Walmart, if I'm not mistaken, or Amazon. And I'm also going to use some, I guess it's like a Chinese brand fabric glue. I can't think of the name of it, but it's an orange and blue bottle. But I'll have a link to where you could purchase it from, but the name is like really weird. So I'm already on the second item. Okay, so now I'm using this little iron-on. I got this from Dollar Tree. It's so cute. It says Bestie and it has like rhinestones on it. So yes, this is the glue I was telling you about. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this iron-on was so flimsy. I was like, let me just put some glue on here to make sure that this stays in place. So this glue is supposed to be pretty good. It's supposed to, it just says fabric glue on it. Then it's like some other word that I can't pronounce. So I'm putting some fabric glue on there. I'm gonna let that set. And then I'm also gonna scatter some rhinestones throughout this entire shirt. Now I did these things a few weeks ago. Let's say maybe 2-3 weeks ago, because we went on a family vacation. And we went to Florida. We had a really nice time in Florida. And I wanted to make them some cute little outfits for vacation. But these same outfits, while it's warm outside, are going to also be worn back to school as well. So these are cute things you can make for your girls for back to school. I'll just kind of use some chunky rhinestones. I'll have some links to where you can purchase these type of rhinestones or something similar on Amazon. But I also, on my website, myroyalradiance.com, I do have a rhinestone vendor list where I get like a lot of different rhinestones that I like to use. I have a lot of different stuff because I just like to have stuff just in case. And I really like chunky rhinestones. So this video is kind of long, so just kind of let it play out, get some cute ideas, because I'm going to be doing shirts, tank tops, dresses. I'm going to do a junk skirt, some junk shorts, and towards the end of the video I'm even going to add some bling and customize my daughter's sunglasses. So this is just to give you some really cute ideas of ways that you can just kind of like remix some plain clothes and just put your own twist on it and add cute things to bring out the personalities of your children. And it's really just simple things. Like here's this quick hold glue again. This is an applique that I made myself with lace. I have a video showing how I did this if you look on my channel. Now this is just some lace that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. And I just had some different size rhinestones and I just literally glued them on in like certain little ways, just trying to play around and do something different. And it turned out really cute, and I just kind of had it sitting around, didn't know what I was going to put it on. I could have put it on like a denim jacket, a hat, you know, really anything. And I was like, let me add this on to my daughter's dress. So I put it on her dress and it looked really cute. So I'm just going to continue on adding things to their clothes. Okay, so this is an iron-on that I purchased from Amazon. You can just type in kids clothing, DTF transfers, things like that. And you can have some really cute iron-ons, and it's just really something really simple. I'm using my iron. I have multiple heat presses, but sometimes it just takes up so much space because I do most of my crafting in my videos and stuff in my kitchen, so it just kind of takes up space, and it's really quick sometimes to get in and get out and use my iron, you know, just a regular iron. And if you are going to use an iron, make sure you apply even pressure and make it sure it's on the highest setting, and then also make sure you turn off the steam. You do not want to have the steam on while you're doing this. So this tank top is for my 5-year-old daughter, and she likes pink, but she also likes for me to incorporate blue colors into her stuff too. So I'm just going to go through and add some chunky rhinestones on. Definitely don't have to add as much bling as I am to these clothes. You can add less, or you can add no bling. You can do DTF transfers and that be the customization. Or you can add a lace applique. It's just so many different ways that you could spruce up clothes just to make their outfits stand out and just, you know, just make it a little cuter, you know? So I'm just going to be gluing on and just scattering these rhinestones. And I'm using a wax pickup tool. You can get those on Amazon. It makes it so much easier to pick up the stones. But sometimes when the stones are a little big, you just have to plop the glue on and then just place it on by hand. So whatever works best for you, just find your flow. Okay, so have you ever seen these in Hobby Lobby? These are just some cute little blank acrylic bows. I bought these a couple months ago and had no idea what I was going to do with them, but I knew in my heart I was going to find something to do with these. So what you want to do is make sure you peel off the little clear sheet on here, little backing sheet. I think it's on both sides if I'm not mistaken. Wipe it off with some alcohol. You can scuff it up if you want to with like some sandpaper. That's completely up to you. I didn't. Now for this, I'm wiping it off with alcohol just to give a clean catch to make sure that it's like no grease, oil, or whatever on here. I'm going to use this glue called One Dot Not a Lot. It's a good non-toxic glue. It's a little pricey. It is about $16 or $17, but I had it for years, and a little bit goes a long way. So I got the idea to just put some rhinestones on here and scatter some bigger rhinestones and a couple pearls on here to use this as a decor piece. So I'll make a couple of these, and I'm going to add these on to the clothing as well. Okay, so I did one so far, and I feel like this looks super, super cute. Or you see it's a little hole in the middle, you could make that into a keychain as well. I mean, it'd be kind of big and bulky, but that would be like really cute also. And if you don't want it to be pink, because pink is the only color I saw, you know, all you got to do is get like some craft paint, a Posca marker or something like that. Go ahead and paint it whatever color you want it to be. And then you can go over with the same color rhinestones. If you say, oh, okay, I don't really want pink. I like that bow, but I don't really want pink. Paint it black and then go over with some black rhinestones. You know, just throwing out some ideas out there for you. And this is an acrylic disc, like I said. But my goal, one day, I am coming for an acrylic cutter. I want one really bad, and I'm coming for it. It's coming. I'm gonna speak it into existence. It's coming. Okay, so for this plain little Target cat and jack dress, I have this really cute little doll baby girl with these two ponytails. I got that little iron-on DTF from Temu a while ago. Kind of forgot about it. I'm like, oh, this is really big. Oh, and it fits perfect on this dress. This dress is really plain, a cute little lavender color. At first, I didn't think it was going to match, but I feel like it matches very well. My 11-year-old daughter, this is for her, and she really liked the whole idea of this cute little Temu iron-on character. So we went with that. Then I will scatter just a few rhinestones that matches the jacket on the little girl on the iron-on. Okay, so this little skirt right here, I thought I can add two of these big cute little decor pieces, but because the skirt was just distressed, I could only get one on. I probably could have forced it, but I had so many other cute things to add to it, it worked out. But you see how I'm just kind of using these cute little acrylic bows for different things, and I love them. And I want to say they're about $3 and you get about 6 in the pack. So I don't think that's bad at all. Then I had some vinyl that I already had cut out. If you're interested in pre-cut HTV heat transfer vinyl, I do have some on my website, myroyalradiance.com, if you're interested. Then I have these really cute Hello Kitty planners. They're really big. They're like 3 inches big. They're huge. I have planner sets on my website as well. So I have some things on my website to do junk skirts with. I have croc charms. I have iron-on patches. I have different things available on my website if you're interested. But a lot of this stuff is just like my own stuff that I use. But some of the stuff I do actually have available for purchase. Okay, so this was like a jumbo, cute little rhinestone chain. It actually used to be one of those chains that go on Crocs when people were wearing those on the Crocs. I had some. So I decided to go ahead and take some clear thread, which this thread is a little tricky because it's like string. It's thread, but it's string and it's thick. And then this is denim, and the needle I had could have probably been a little thicker. I mean, a little bit sharper. But it worked out. I made it work out. So I'm just adding more pieces onto this junk skirt, so I can just have a variety of cuteness just exploding all over the place. What I'm doing now, I'm adding these cute little irregular cut acrylic mirrors. Now they don't look that shiny right now because they do have like a little cover on them. So I like to glue them on first when I'm using them on. Then I take my little sharp picker and you pull that little cover off. Just so when you're pressing them on, you don't have fingerprints all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So this little skirt, I think it's like a 5'6" or a 5T, and this actually came from Shein. And I will show you everything finalized look at the end of the video. I'm just showing you everything now to give you some ideas, show you what different glues I'm using, things of that nature, but I'll reveal it to you at the very end of this long video. Okay, so moving on, this is a plain white t-shirt from Cat Jack. I had some iron-on DTF transfers, and I'm just gonna add like a cute little Barbie iron-on transfer. Then the way I'm gonna put the chunky rhinestones on, I'm going to put them on and kind of shape them like in a flower to where it looks like it's actually a brooch clipped onto the shirt. And I used my iron to iron the shirt a little bit first just to kind of get the wrinkles out. It was just a little bit of wrinkles on there. So I didn't want to put that on there while the shirt had those wrinkles. It's better to have a smooth surface. Okay, so here we are with another one of these big jumbo bows. And my daughter, my 11-year-old daughter, she wanted to have this on this tank top. Because I'm like, I was tired. And I'm like, girl, I done did so much to these shirts and stuff. I done lost track of the ideas I had. What you want me to put on this pink tank top? And she was like, I want you to put that bow. Now, I already know what y'all thinking. Y'all probably like, girl, you know this shirt is pink. You know that bow is pink. Why would you put that pink bow on that pink shirt so it's drowned out and you really can't see it that well? Well, that's what she wanted. She wanted it, y'all. So I put that on there. You can still see it, but I think it will have really popped on a white tank top. Or maybe a different lighter color. But it still turned out cute. And then I have these chunky rhinestones. They're not super big and chunky, but these are like, they call them like flower claw rhinestones. I love these. You can find these on Amazon. I should have some links to where you can find these also. And I'm just kind of putting the glue on the back of them because the way this glue come out, it's like stringy. And I'm like, I'll have a better chance at not getting a mess on the shirt by just putting a little dab on the back of the rhinestone as opposed to putting the dab on the actual shirt and the dab on the shirt to be too big. I think you understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I got these jellies from Target as well. And the idea I had in my mind was just to kind of sprinkle and space out a couple rhinestones. Why I ended up doing all this extra, cutting this trim out, having to make sure it was the right size trim, I don't know. They turned out really cute though, but the only thing I will say, with this type of material, I probably should have scuffed it up a little bit, or maybe chose a different glue. I don't know. Scuffed them up a little bit with some sandpaper, because it was like a really smooth surface. The trim, the rhinestone trim that I cut and put on here, it did end up like loosening up. Because when we was walking through the airport, she was like, the rhinestone, the chains is coming off. The chains is inside my shoes. So they was like kind of hanging. So I had to reach down, snatch that mess off, throw it away, and just keep going. So some of that did come off. Don't know why. But the other rhinestones that I'm going to add to this, those stayed on a lot better. But the end result of this turned out cute. But I didn't mean to go this far with this. I don't know. Because I don't like stuff to take too long. I like to get to the point. I like to do quick DIYs. I can do longer DIYs, but I just kind of get bored quick. And I just want to move on to the next thing. I'm a little impatient. I'm an impatient crafter. A lot of people are like, oh, you're so patient. You put all those rhinestones on. It's kind of rare that I put on a whole lot of rhinestones on something. I have to really want to do it, or just really make time for it, because I'm busy and I just got a lot going on. I like to stick and move. Again, another cute little cat jack shirt. And then I have these cute Hello Kitty planners. These are some jumbo planners, as you can see, because I have planners on my website before, and they're usually about 1 inch, 1.5 inch the most, but these are like super jumbo. These are so adorable. You can turn these into brooch pins if you want to. You can clip them onto hats, or you can put them on denim jackets. Okay, these are some shorts for my 11-year-old daughter. These are going to be junk shorts for her. And again, another one of these bows. She requested it. She was like, can you please put one of those bows on my junk shorts? I was like, girl, I'm trying to get finished so we can get this, have this stuff dry for at least 2 days, then pack it. But she really wanted it, so I added some. Of course, I could have just put all small rhinestones on here, but I added the extra jumbo size rhinestones, chunky rhinestones. I like to call them chunky rhinestones, so I could take up more space. So that's a little tip right there. If you're trying to figure out how to like scatter some rhinestones or put some rhinestones on something and you don't mind having that scattered look, add on some bigger size pearls or some bigger size rhinestones, then go in between with something smaller, so it just doesn't take as long. So I had to make this first, then start on her skirt. Well, I said skirt, but start on her shorts. So I'm just going to knock this out real quick so I can have what I want to put on the shorts, and then we're going to go ahead and get started with these shorts. Okay, so I'm in my little, one of my little containers with like a lot of cute little stuff in here. A lot of pins, rhinestones, planners, some UV resin little pieces I made, a little bit of everything. And I have tons of jars and bins full of this type of stuff. Literally. So, I had a piece of fabric, some luxury inspired LV fabric. It's really cute. I think this one is like out of stock, but I have fabric on my website as well, myroyalradiance.com, if you're interested. So I was like, I want to put a cute little heart on here. The first heart I cut out was a mess, so I was able to kind of trim it up, make it look better. I have some E6000 because I'm running out of this quick hold. As you can see, I have it all smashed down, but I'm going to try to get all of it out before I open up that E6000. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to glue on this heart, this faux leather and luxury heart. And I'm going to just add everything on because it's a junk skirt. It's like freestyle. You just put whatever you want to put on there. And then if you're thinking, look, I wonder if all this stuff is going to come off. When we were on vacation, we did wash clothes in the Airbnb, and a couple things did come off. I can't remember if it was that that Chinese glue and that orange, or if it was some of the quick hold. I don't know, but sometimes things are just gonna come off. Now, I would usually do like a hand wash and air dry. I didn't really have time for all of that. So to avoid that, what you probably do want to do is hand wash the items and let them air dry, to avoid having so many things fall off. But a lot of stuff didn't fall off because they still were able to wear these things, and mostly everything is on there. You may have one big piece that kind of came off, but I have glue. I can put it right back on. Like I tell them, like if something come off, pick it up, give it to me so we can put it on later. If not, I'll find something else to put in that spot. So it's not really a huge deal to me. And skirts or shorts or whatever like these are like really, really cute, because when I had posted a couple pictures of these on my Instagram, I had a couple people inquire about it and they really liked them. So this would be cute, like if it was someone's birthday, going to a special event. I know recently there was a Breezy Bowl or a Chris Brown concert, and a friend of mine, she was taking her daughter, I think she's about 8 or 9 years old, and she wanted to have me do a skirt, but I was kind of still on vacation, and it would have been cutting it too close trying to get the skirt finished. But like concerts, you know, something like this is like a really cute option to have something that like kind of stand out, like, you know, one of those statement pieces, outfits or something that's kind of like bold and flashy, you know. And you can put as much as you want on, or you can put a lesser amount of things on. It's completely up to you. And that rhinestone trim comes in handy. I just feel like it was perfect. It gave that heart, that fabric heart right there that I'm working on, it kind of gave it a more finished, complete look. Yes, I could have just took some regular rhinestones and went around it, but it would have took a little bit more time. You know, you gotta line it up real good. It wouldn't have been a problem, but I just felt like the trim did what it needed to do. Okay, Dollar Tree sunglasses. You know, when you go on vacation, you gotta have some sunglasses, especially when you go to Florida, honey, because the sun be shining. And especially my youngest, as soon as we walk out of somewhere, oh, the sun is in my eyes, I can't see. I be trying to remind her, girl, pack your sunglasses. So, you know, they like a little bling. So I just wanted to add a little hint of bling on these sunglasses. This video is long, y'all. But just hang in there because we almost coming to the end of the video. Here we go again with this trim. And like I said, I'll have a link to where you can get this trim from on Amazon. And you can get different colors. This trim is no more than $10. And I think you get like maybe 5 yards of it, if I'm not mistaken. And throughout this whole video, you probably see me use about 4 or 5 different glues. I had to learn, you need different glues for different situations. That's just what I had to learn, because I used to be like, oh, I'm only going to use this one glue. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to have different glues. But there is a top dog glue, you know, a couple, well, like a top 5, I would say. I'll do a video talking about glues later. Now, let me tell you what I'm using now. This is actually, I should have had it flipped over. I didn't do that intentionally. I think it's called Marquette. It's actually a nail techs who add on like big chunky bling or nail art, 3D nail art. They use this. That's where I learned about it from. My nail tech, when she do my nails, sometimes she uses, it's called Marquette. Again, that is on Amazon. This is $10. It's a UV glue, which means you have to cure it under a UV lamp. But this stuff works so good. And the reason why I use this is because it locks on instantly. When you use something like this, you have to cure it, and it's a little different than using UV resin. I think this is a little stronger than UV resin. UV resin is a little waterier consistency. This is thick. So I like to use this because it's thick and because it locks on instantly within seconds as soon as you put that light on there. I'm just trying to line it up good and make sure it's not dipping into the actual lenses. Then I'm going to go in with some separate glass rhinestones, iridescent. I think that's probably a SS16, because there's a SS16 or a SS12, which is equivalent to like a 3 or 4 millimeter rhinestone. So I'm just gonna go ahead and touch that up. Really simple, not too much. And you know, something like this doesn't take you no more than 10 minutes. Long as you got everything lined up good and you have like some glue like this. And this, you see, it's called rhinestone glue. And then I'm just gonna simply cure it with my UV lamp. Okay, so these are the sunglasses for my 11-year-old. I didn't know what I wanted to do with these, because pretty much whatever I would have did, she would have been down with it. Because you see, I had that little Chanel piece, and then she was like, "Oh, I want sprinkles." Then I'm like, sprinkles, and then these rhinestones. I didn't see the vision of it. So she still trusts me and let me do my thing. So I ended up not even using those sprinkles, to be honest with you. I went ahead and I used these iridescent water drop shaped rhinestones. And you just see how it transformed it, putting one little rhinestone. You wouldn't think somebody had something like this on with a cute outfit, that these sunglasses were $1.25. You just, they don't give $1.25 once you add a little bling on there, you know? So I'm letting that cure. And then I'm just simply going to add a couple of these fuchsia colored rhinestones on each side of this water drop rhinestone. And literally after that, I was like, I'm finished. I don't think it need anything else. When I showed it to her, she agreed, because if she wanted more added on, I would have added more. But it worked out. Okay, you guys, here is the final finished result of this video. This is a long video. I haven't put a video out this long in a long time, y'all. This was a 50-minute video. Look how cute everything turned out. These were everything after this. Once it dried, it went right into the suitcase. But like I said, this is still back to school clothes as well. While it's warm outside, these are still back to school clothes. So whether you watching this video because you want some cute vacation clothes for your kids you can customize real quick, or because you want to customize some back to school clothes, whatever suits you, that's what it's for. So that's the junk skirt, and then this is the shirt with the applique that I made. And all of this is pretty much Cat and Jack from Target. It may be a couple things from Shein or maybe Walmart. They loved everything. They did. I was like really late trying to get some stuff finished. So some of it they didn't see till the next morning. And they absolutely loved everything. These clothes are very comfortable. They're very cute. They still look like children's clothes because they are children and they will stay in a child's place. Okay. But everything came together so nicely. And when you do something like this, I feel like you should let it dry at least 24 to 48 hours. Here are the sunglasses, and the sunglasses turned out so adorable. So cute. For some reason, it seems like every summer I have to do a whole new pair of sunglasses. They end up getting lost or broken or something. I don't know. Which is cool because they're $1.25. So that's good. They're not designer sunglasses. But when you kind of look at them, don't they kind of look like they could be, you know, something designer possibly. They don't have to be designer to be cute. I'm just saying they look really, really cute. I love them. They love them. And then it was just good too because it was really sunny and they needed this to keep the sun out their eyes. And then also, the great thing about this, they're $1.25 like I said, and you can do 2 pair if you want. You know, switch them up. And not just for kids, adults too. It's so many different ways that you can style these. My youngest daughter loves blue. That's why hers are blue. She loves her some blue. And pink too, but blue is her number one. Now, moving on to the other outfits. There was more clothing that I added the rhinestones to. In the beginning of the video, I probably showed a few things, but I did end up adding more throughout the video. So these are the other tank tops that I did. Remember, I had put on the iron-on from the Dollar Tree. For some reason, the front and the back was like just really, like a really tacky feel on my finger. But they were all really cute. There's that dress with that gold and silver applique that I did. Then there's the Temu iron-on her other plain dress. And you see I scattered some water drop fuchsia rhinestones around that. I love how everything turned out. These clothes were not expensive at all. I like to shop on the sale rack. Clearance, honey, yes. Cute little plain stuff like this. And then just kind of spruce it up with a handful of rhinestones. It's really not that hard. Especially if you get like a couple iron-ons from either Amazon or Temu. But thanks you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you did enjoy it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you want to. If not, thank you for stopping by. But if you do subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you will be notified every time I upload a new video. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye. Website myroyalradiance.com, and there's always a coupon code available with a special discount, Royal Beauty 10 off. Use it today. We have some updated styles of luxury inspired faux leather fabric, and when you buy 3 sheets of fabric, you'll get the 4th one free of charge. We also have these beautiful iron-on patches available and these beautiful planar charms that are so versatile. You can use these to decorate your cell phone cases, compact mirrors, or you can turn these into brooches or croc charms. More beautiful sparkly gold iron-on patches for your crocs or denim jackets, and the latest item we have are the brooches for the slouch socks. We also have luxury inspired crocs charms. Iron-on transfers are also available. Check out our website, see our tactical defense, where we do have in-waistband gun holsters, belly bands, magnetic holsters, and a lot more. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Life is a Whole Vibe.